Hey everyone, I'm Pierre, the founder of Obsibrain. I made this little tutorial to help you getting started using the templates. So if you have any question, please let me know in the comments or please join the Discord and let's discuss about that. So let's first start with the installation of this vault. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is actually to install the template and install the vault inside Obsidian. So you have to download the zip file here, and you can actually also copy the license key that you will need to activate the product. So just click here, and then let's go and install that one. So you will have that zip file. You can extract and get this one. Don't forget to read the readme.txt if you want to join the Discord and join the community, or if you want any assistance. But you will be interested in this folder, which is the Obsibrain vault. So let's open Obsidian, and we will have this one, and we can open folder as vault and choose the Obsibrain vault. And I will just switch on my another window. And yeah, so you will be prompt with this one. If you already downloaded a vault from internet, you will know that you have to trust Hotter and enable plugin. This will ensure that everything is working well, and every plugin that we have installed inside Obsibrain will be available. So you just have to click on this one. You can close the settings, and yeah, welcome to Obsibrain. So we have successfully installed Obsibrain. Be sure to use the license key because Obsidian will be will ask you to enter the license key in order for you to access the vault. So don't forget to use it, and you will be able to access Obsibrain. Okay, let's have a quick tour at Obsibrain now that everything is ready to get started. So first I want to mention that I am using the border theme, which I really like. You can get back to the default one or choose any theme you want inside the community listing. Everything will be working fine. So please do anything you want with that one. Second thing that I wanted to mention is all the plugins that we are using. So as you can see, we are using a lot of community plugins. Most of them are really useful and required in order for Obsibrain to work. So please don't remove any plugins. You can install whatever you want, but please be careful with what you are doing inside those settings. Now let's talk about the UI, I mean the layout and the overall structure of this page. So you will find all your vault or your settings height down here. You can access all the files and folders just here, and you have this special section which are like some little helpful things, I mean. But yeah, let's get a quick look at those one first. This one is really important. If you click on it, it's the Obsibrain plugin. You can get a quick link to the documentation, which will guide you to that file, that website, I mean. So you can have a look at how to get started, how to update Obsibrain. You can have a look at the documentation for all the features, the changelog for all the version that you can find, and any question that anyone had before. So yeah, this is really your go-to section. If you are looking for anything, please make sure to read the documentation or ask any member on our Discord. And of course, if you want a direct assistance, please send me an email. I will reply as fast as I can. Yeah. So second one is the updates for all the community plugins. So if you want to update Obsibrain, you have update Obsibrain. I mean, just update here. You can click on check for updates, and Obsibrain will check for any updates. You can also check and install update, and it will install and force install, I mean, all the necessary updates. This is for Obsibrain plugin. But if you want to update all the other plugins, you have to go down there, click on this icon and check if you want any of the plugin to update. But I recommend that you click there to select all and click on update plugin. It will take a few seconds to update everything and you should be fine. So I can close the model, you can click continue, yeah. And you can see you have a check mark. That means that everything is up to date. Now about two things. First, the folder structure, which is quite interesting, and you can change some of them if you don't want to use that one. So we are using the para folder structure, which you can find more about the documentation. This was a method developed by Chego Forte. You can click if you want to learn more about it. I will also make quick start video for those features because some of them are more complex than the other. But yeah, this is the thing that you can find here. Para stands for projects, areas, resources, and archives. So if you want to learn more about it, as I said, please check the documentation and video. But we also have the plain folder and the notes and the assets. The assets is where all your images and files will go. So you will have all your files there if you want to upload some images inside your notes. And you also have the template folder and the script folder. The script folder is about Obsibrain and the internal script. So please don't touch to that section. And the templates are also made for Obsibrain. So don't touch those folders, the folders that you will have by default, but you can add a personal folder if you want to get inside, to get started with templates. So yeah. Then we have the plain folder, as I said, which will contain all your periodic reflection notes. We will get to this later. But as you can see, we have all your goals. We have the daily notes, the weekly notes, the monthly, quarterly, and yearly notes. So this is about the folder structure. And if you plan to not use the para folder structure, please go to the settings of Obsibrain. So if we go inside the plugins, we have Obsibrain, and you can change this right there. So you can, if you want to only use, for example, project, you can just copy paste project everywhere you want, and you will you will be able to remove all the other one and just keep project if it's what you want. But I recommend to keep that project structure. Now that we saw the basics, let's try to use it. So I will guide you first with a really quick 2 minutes getting started guide, and then I will deep dive a bit more into the main benefits and how I currently use it to guide my life and my goals. So first, let's get into this quick intro. So let's say you want to use it right away and you want to use it as your task manager. So first, you will create your first project because tasks can be assigned to either projects, areas, or resources. So first, you want to create a project. So you can click Command P to open the command palette and try to search for new project. Click Enter. You can enter the project name. So let's be simple and name it project 1. Click on OK. You can skip those ones. This is some more details if you want to add them. So you can just press Enter or click OK. And same for this one. You can click OK. So our project 1 will be created. So if we have a look at the projects folder, we have the project 1, perfect. And we have task. So we and also notes. So we can click on that button and create a first task. Let's say it will be a normal task, not a repeating one. And for this project, I just want to write my first blog post. I will press enter. When is the task due? Monday next week. When do you plan to start the task? Tomorrow. I need to start quickly. And yeah, we have our first task created. So now we can see that in the remaining task table, we have that one. I can click on that icon to complete that task. I can click on this to get to the file. So we are already inside the file, so I don't really need to open that one. I will just close it. And we also can see all the tasks with all the metadata when task is due, scheduled, and was created. And this is pretty the end of this quick tutorial because most of the people are using this for days to track their life in the simplest way. So with tasks, reminders, and also notes. So if you also want to create a note, you can click on Add Notes, 10 things on project 1, and click Enter. This one will be created, and if I go back to project 1, I can see my notes. This is like the most basic usage of Obsibrain. We will dive deeper, inside those features in a longer video. But yeah, this is the thing. And if you also want to see your days, because project is one of the views, but the most common usage of Obsibrain is going to the daily, new daily planning or open daily planning if you want to open the current day. So we will just press new daily planning and we would say today. And as you can see, I have nothing because I don't have any task scheduled for today. But if I click on this one, which is tomorrow, as you can see, if we scroll down, we see that that task is scheduled for that day. So I can obviously complete it. I can have a look at it. So this is the basics, as I said. And now we will go and deep dive into the more complex setup and understanding of this template. This template was designed to include goals because I really think life is really more enjoyable when you set yourself some goals, when you know how to achieve them and know where you're heading in life in general. So it's why I added this section, which are plan and goals. You also have those one to reflect on your goals, but this one is the most important one. So let's have a look at the documentation. And I repeat myself on this one, but please refer to the documentation when you need something, because this is the only source that will be up to date with every new feature and every new update. Let's quickly talk about the power folder switcher, which I mentioned a bit earlier. And again, I want to insist and say that every single feature inside Obsibrain are optional. If you want to use Obsibrain to only drive your goals, you can. If you want to only use the task management system and the basic note feature of Obsidian, you can. So really, you are not forced to use what I am showing you. It's just a complete all-in-one solution that I am using in my daily life, that I am improving with all our current users of Obsibrain. And something that I really think can shape your life. But again, everything is optional and customizable. So yeah, let's get back to our goals. So with the power for the structure, we have this kind of diagram. This is the hierarchy of order for things inside Obsidian. At the top, we have the area of responsibilities in your life. For example, it might be the family, it might be your career, it might be your friends, it might be writing, it might be everything. You can go surfing. It might be an area of your life, but you will mainly call it sports instead of surfing. But you get what I mean. It's all the area where you are active in your life, and we have goals. Every goals are linked and attached to an area. So it might be I want to lose 10 pounds in 2024, and it will be linked to the sport area. And for the project, and as we will be seeing in a few moments, it can be simply get back to the gym. This is one project to actually reach that goal, which is linked to that area. And inside getting back to the gym, we may have multiple tasks. It might be just contact the gym and renew my subscription. This is one task, but again, this is the hierarchy and order of things inside Obsibrain. And as you can see, we have this more concrete example, which I actually explained to you a few seconds earlier. But we have sports. We want to actually, this is our goal, to gain 2.5 kilograms of muscle in 2024. And for that, we want actually to get back to sport. This is our project one. We need to go to the gym first day, create a workout routine, and ask friends to come with me. So this is one task with one project, with a few tasks. And our second project is actually to cook as healthy and nutritious dishes with some tasks. And all those things live together. This is in hierarchy, in order of things, and it will drive your goals and drive the active responsibility, the active areas of responsibility in your life. So now let's take a real example inside our vault. Let's start and create ourselves some goals. So first, I will be creating a new area, which will be on this one, business. Okay, and that one will be created. I can add a description if I want. Everything about my career and business. And I can start by creating and linking to that area a new goal. That one will be to publish 25 blog posts in 2024. I can click on OK. I can also give an overview of my goal if I want. The deadline I can set to be it will be end of the year, and okay. So I can see that that goal is actually linked to that area. If I press Command P and I open the local graph, I can see both connection inside the graph view. I will close this for now. Then I will be able to create a new project, and I will call that one. So in order to publish my 25 blog posts, I will have to first write blog posts. So this is a one project, and the most obvious one. I will create it. For the project overview, I will keep it blank for now. And I will go back to my goal and create a second project, which will be learn how to use Webflow, because I will need to host my blog post onto my website. So yeah, this is the second one. Inside that one, I will be creating a new task, which the first one will be look for courses on YouTube. I can get free courses on YouTube for Webflow, so I will not hesitate. When the task is due really quickly, in 3 weeks, and I plan to start on this one on Tuesday. Okay. And now I will go back to write blog post. as you can see, we have a set of metadata. Again, if you want to know more about it, check the documentation. I will just set the priority of this one to high, and I will create new task. And that one will be a repeating task. I will create one draft every week. Okay. How often would you like this tag to repeat every week? On Monday. When this tag's due, it will due on Monday, and I will start this tag today. Okay. Now everything is perfect, and I can, if I want, open my daily. So I can say, I can type, open daily planning, or I can click on this icon, open the daily. And as you can see, for today, I have to create one draft, and I can see if there is no due task for this week. It's okay, because we are end of the week. It will start on Monday. But yeah, everything is ready. I can, and if I create just a new task, just to show you a normal task, I will just check from inspiration today and today. As you can see, I can just toggle that one, and now we just have only one remaining task. And if I can close it and refresh that one, you can see that we have some widget to see the progression of our project, and we can see also the progression of our goals. So yeah, it's really exciting. And yeah, I think I've covered the basics. Again, if you want to dive deeper into everything that Obsidian has to offer to you, please have a look at the documentation. And if you have anything in mind for Obsibrain, please also come and join us on Discord, and let's chat about it. Thanks for watching, and I hope Obsibrain will really shape your productivity and improve your daily life.